Right, hello. This is a new go at the Patch Challenge 7 on the AE modular synthesizer user forum. The patch challenge is a quite good way of learning a bit more about your synthesizer by having a specific task to do, and it actually applies to any modular synthesizer users, or even indeed a regular synthesizer if you're that way inclined. Patch Challenge 7 is about doing a patch inspired by Krell music. Krell is early synthetic music, early electronic music, particularly used on science fiction movie soundtracks from the late 50s, 60s. Usually quite simple, quite often metallic sounding, and very definitely not trying to sound very human. Without further ado, let's have it make some noise. So hopefully what you can see I'm doing is I'm changing the pitch of the bass pulse with the joystick. But what you may not have spotted is I'm also triggering it with the joystick by pushing down on it using the gate out on the joystick. So this is controlling one of 3 oscillators. Each oscillator does something different. I'm just going to shut the louder one off for a moment. So this bass pulse one is going through the wave folder and then through Kurt's deadband. I can't really demonstrate it and hold the camera at the same time, unfortunately, but I can assure you it definitely does things to the sound. And also I've discovered your wave folder does if it's actually plugged in. It wasn't actually plugged into the bus lead on the back of the module. It had come out because a lot of my modules aren't screwed in, so that was slightly disconcerting. The variation on the bass pulse is also being provided by another Kurt module, the Sloth, giving slight variation and slow changing variation on where the dead band is going. It also, with a different output, goes into the wave folder, so I just keep changing it. Right, I'll stop messing with the joystick now, which is probably irritating you. So this sound is being controlled by the sequence 16, and excuse me. You can see it's just an 8-note pulse, fairly sequence, fairly basic, and that one goes through the wasp filter and then through the spring reverb and then into the out, and that leaves this little fella. This was actually the start of the patch. And what all this is a LFO controlling the pitch. It's obviously a square wave on the LFO, just so there's just 2 pitches, and the LFO is 0, and when the LFO is +5, being a square wave, or probably about 4.5 volts. They're not normally all the way up to 5, and so you get the 2 pitches. But then what I've done is it's gone through the lo-fi delay over on the right hand side there, and that's what's giving a little bit of variation. Let me see if I fiddle with that. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. there's nothing much more to say about this steady pulse. That was deliberately fairly simple. You can mess with the... it is actually the bandpass on the wasp filter, I should have said, just to help stop making it too mushy with the bass pulse underneath. That was the main reason, but also it just sounded different. And if we go back to the bass pulse, I'm going to be able to demonstrate this. But what I did is the joystick is going through the 2CV tool module, and so the offset, I'm using the top two knobs. The offset sets the lowest pitch. If I turn that, I haven't touched the joystick, or I haven't moved the joystick, but that's moved it because it's adding that voltage to it. So I'll turn it back a bit. And then how much, if I move the joystick, I'll show you this, I'll move the joystick all the way to the right, and then how much that changes the pitch is controlled by the level knob. So I've turned the level knob up, and it's now higher. If I turn it down, sorry, I'm waggling it around again now. So that's as high as it'll now go. So it's not much different at all. So you can very much control the range of your joystick using the 2CV tool. Very handy thing to do. Some synths let you do that, but not many. So the 2CV tool is actually terribly handy, I've discovered, having not had it very long. And that's pretty much it. Hope you found that interesting. Thank you.